This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, verse 3, is that I came across this article today. Well, actually, I came across the original article a couple of days ago, but the Wall Street Journal, is charging for you to read that article. Okay? So today I was able to do some digging and I was able to find the same article from an alternative news source. Okay, RT News. And of course, the Russians, they love news like this, so they're definitely going to put it on their website, okay? Because it shows the world, all right, and their allies, okay, and their countrymen, okay, that the American military, okay, is broken, okay? It's broken. All right, you have current and former troops discouraging their loved ones from joining the military. And again, the source came from Wall Street Journal. And that's why I brought out the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 3. Again, an unwise king destroyeth his people. Right. Because questions should start to be raised. What's going on, okay, with America's leadership? All right, that the average citizen, okay, whether in the service or not, okay, whether they are currently in the military or they are out of the military and they're known as veterans, okay, are telling their loved ones, don't join the military. Okay, that means there's a leadership problem, an unwise king. Okay? Why? Let's read this again. An unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And when you go to the word prudence, okay, it means wisdom, judgment, common sense, circumspection, foresight, forethought. Okay? These are the attributes that these current rulers in America don't have. All right? They're unwise. And that's the reason why, all right, you're having a recruiting crisis to the point that even your current troops are telling their loved ones don't join, as well as the veterans. Let's get into this article. And again, Wall Street Journal. Okay? Wall Street Journal. Oh, let me get let me get this scripture. All right? Psalm 68. No, not Psalm 68. Excuse me. Psalm 64. Psalm 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Right. Because this is coming straight out of the Wall Street Journal. RT News just picked it up. The U.S. military recruiting woes have reportedly intensified as current and former troops increasingly advise their family members against enlistment, weakening a tradition of multi-generation service that has historically been the nation's primary source of new soldiers. Right. So a multi-generation of citizens that were known for joining the military are telling their future generation of loved ones And of course, it's more likely they're telling their children or their nephew, hey, don't join the military. It's not what it is. Okay? It's not grandpa's military anymore. This is a sign of the end of America. These are one of the key ingredients why this place is done. Continuing on. Veterans have soured on recommending that loved ones follow in their footsteps in the face of tight labor market and rising concerns over low pay, debilitating injuries, right? Because, to get benefits from the government, all right, it's like pulling teeth. You're gonna wait years to be compensated, okay? To get VA benefits, you're gonna wait years, okay? So that's another reason why veterans are telling their loved ones, hey, don't go, because if you get hurt, all right, it's going to take years for them to compensate you. Suicides, right. There's a heavy uptick in suicides. Let's get an article. All right, Military Times. This is from the Military Times. This is a government news agency. Military suicide stats released. Army saw highest increase of death. And it wasn't just the Army. It was all branches across the board. Okay? Including the Air Force. That's crazy, right? Goes to show you. All right? You're seeing decline of an empire. A decline, okay, of Babylon the Great. It's over. This place is done. Let's continue on reading. And indecisive wars, right. Concern of, okay, war against Russia. Because literally what's going on in Ukraine, all right, unless you're a fucking moron, you are like, holy shit, this is going to lead to war with Russia. Also, what's going on in Taiwan, okay, that's going to lead to war with China. Then you got Iran, okay, and you got North Korea. All right? So, again, you have veterans and current troops saying, hey, don't join the military. Okay? You especially a lot of current troops, they're definitely telling their loved ones, hey, we're getting intel that definitely we're going to be going into a big war with China or Russia in the near future. Yeah. And that proves you're not going to win World War III, America. The Wall Street Journal reported on Friday. The recruiting crisis also comes amid controversy over the Pentagon's prioritization of left-wing issues such as the weirdo people and critical race theory. Okay? Which, really, if you go into this whole critical race theory, it's just revealing your wickedness, what you've done to the children of Israel. Okay? You touched the apple of the Lord's eye, okay? You were oppressing the children of Israel. You showed them no mercy. But you know what? Let me get that scripture. All right? Isaiah chapter 47, okay, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. All right, we're in the revealing time, okay? I will take vengeance, I will not meet thee as a man. All right? And the Lord's coming back with full power, glory, and strength. All right? In a big chariot to zap you clowns. All right? But again, I wanted to bring this part out first because now you're being revealed. Okay? And the Lord's using his servants, the prophets, to reveal your wickedness, America. Okay? Then jumping down to 6, I was wroth with my people, I polluted my inheritance, and giving them into thy hand. Here's the point. Thou didst show them no mercy. Right? So with this whole critical race theory, it's just exposing what you've done to us. All right? The oppression you did to our people. Okay? So, hey, if that's the reason why people don't want to join, then hey, so be it. All right? Hey, it's the truth. The truth hurts, though. Upon the ancient gods, thou hast very heavily laid thy yoke. Okay? So there you go. So that's why everything's being revealed. Okay? And then, of course, that weirdo activity, this right here, the military is supposed to be men alpha males, uh, aggressive men with testosterone, okay, mighty men, not not effeminate men. All right, so that's definitely a turnoff. Okay, the sudden end of the Afghanistan war in August 2021 added to the consternation of some current or former troops, such as U.S. Navy veteran Catalina Gasper. The Wall Street Journal said, "We were left with a gut-wrenching feeling of what was it all for?" Right, fighting wars where they had no end. What was the meaning of the war? What was the point? It was just going to end abruptly like that. So that's the reason why they're not wanting to join. Again, okay? Sirach chapter 10 verse 3, "An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And that proves that, the rulers of this world are unwise. Okay? This scripture right here, Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 verse 6, "Many mighty men have been greatly disgraced." Yeah. "And the honorable delivered into the other man's hand." Right. And when I went into in the Good News Translation, it says, "Many are the rulers who have suffered disgrace." Right. It's a disgrace how that Afghanistan war turned out. Okay. How it ended. Okay. That put a black eye on the American military. Okay. And its leadership. That's that shameful spewing on your glory. Let me get that. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 16, "Thou art filled with shame for glory, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory." And that is a shameful spewing. All right, to leave Afghanistan the way y'all did. Okay, and that's the reason why there's no enthusiasm in joining the military. Likewise, U.S. Air Force officer Ernest Nesperzo decided that he did not want his children to join the military. Dang, a U.S. Air Force officer. And the Air Force is one of the best branches to join the military. Okay? Air conditioning. Okay? You're behind a computer. You're not out there in the field. All right? U.S. Air Force Ernest Nesperzo decided that he did not want his children to join the military after realizing the toll that his deployments took on him. One of his daughters, Sky Nesperez, said that after years of dreaming about following her father and grandfather into military service, there's your multi-generation service members, she would instead become a graphic designer. One event that stuck in her mind came during a 2019 family trip to Disneyland after her father returned from a deployment to Afghanistan. During the nightly fireworks show, he cowered in a fetal position while his family looked on. Right, because again, the Air Force is not built, all right, to experience all those close combat. All right. So this Air Force guy, all right, he was put in a position where he had to be, all right, in the field. All right, which that's unusual. Again, the U.S. Air Force, they're chilling. A lot of them are just chilling, okay, in air conditioning. So that goes to show you that even the U.S. Air Force, they're being put in situations that they weren't trained to be put in. And now you got this U.S. Air Force officer curling up in a ball every time you hear fireworks. So I only can imagine how he was feeling yesterday. Diminishing enthusiasm for enlistment among veterans is a troubling trend for the Pentagon because the vast majority of new troops come from military families. In fact, nearly 80% of U.S. Army recruits have family members who have served in the military. The Army fell 25% short of its recruiting quota last year and forecasts similar shortfall for 2023. The Navy, which has a goal of nearly 38,000 enlistment this year, reportedly may miss its target by as many as 10,000. Wow. This year, as posting a 3,000 recruitment shortfall in 2022. The Pentagon faces a shallow recruiting pool, given that more than 7 in 10 young Americans are made ineligible for military service by issues like obesity, drug use, and mental illness. Right. And that reminds me of this scripture, Proverbs chapter 18, verse 14. The spirit of man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear it. Right. When you're obese, when you're on drugs, or you have mental issues, you have a broken fucking spirit, man. You're through. Okay? That means you can't join the military. All right? You're not eligible. All right? Reports of shoddy housing, continuing on, the Wall Street Journal cited a Pentagon poll indicating that only 9% of 16 to 21-year-olds would consider joining the military, down from 13% before the Crown pandemic. Reports of a shoddy housing, subpar medical care, and physical abuse contribute to the problem, the Wall Street Journal noted. Financial struggles are also concerning, as reflecting the fact that more than 20,000 active duty troops receive food stamps to keep their families from going hungry. Again, hungry military families are bad for America. Okay? It says that 33.8 million Americans are food insecure, according to a new report from National Center for Health Statistics. And studies show that statistics include more than 1/4 of enlisted families. Right. So, as of right now, the active duty personnel is 1.4 million of American active duty troops. That means, okay, 1/4 of them are experiencing food insecurity. All right. So that's about 350,000, give or take, of American troops, family members having food insecurity. That's a lot. Again, this place is fucking over with. It's done. It's finished. All right. And then you got studies suggest veteran suicide is higher than reported. Okay. But I want to bring out this scripture right here. Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty. Right, man. All right. This is a shame, man. All right. This should upset you. All right. And this is how you know this is an unrighteous kingdom, man. They treat their own soldiers as supposed to defend this country like shit. And men of understanding that are not set by. Right. Okay. Men of understanding that are not set by. You know what? Let me show you what it says in the GNT version of it. All right. That's Sirach 26, 28 GNT version. Okay. It says, there are two things that make me sad and a third that make me angry. A soldier who has become poor, intelligent people who are not respected. All right? Here it is. We here, the prophets, are showing our people, hey, do not put your trust in America, Babylon the Great. They don't even take care of their own soldiers that are supposed to defend this country. Don't put your trust in this place. This is a broken reed, man. All right? All right? This place is a broken reed. And here it is. The Lord has set out his men, all right, with wisdom and understanding of the scriptures, all right, using these articles and filtering it through the Bible, and yet, we're not respected, okay? We're talked down, all right? It's crazy. It's all good, though. Hey, the elect get it, and that's all that matters. Because we're here for the elect. And the elect to see this and say, oh yeah, we're almost out of here. That's what I see. When I see articles like this, and we call ourselves the hopeful elect. When I see articles like this, I'm like, oh yeah, we're almost out of here. America's done. All right? Shit. The military, all right, is functioning like this. Oh yeah. It's fucking over. Let's go back to Ecclesiasticus, also known as the Book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, and the men of understanding that are not set by right. Those that have the wisdom and understanding of the scriptures are not respected. All right. And one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord repairs such as one for the sword. Right. And all those that fell out the truth. All right. That took their hand off the plow. That went back into the world. All right. You got a sword with your name on it. Okay. Because America's going down. Real talk. All right. I want to bring this out too. Jeremiah 51:30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might have failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. Right. And it only makes sense when you see articles like this, and see articles like this, and see articles like this, and see articles like this. Okay? Studies suggest veteran suicide is higher than reported. Again, they're withholding, okay, the actual numbers. There's a lot of veterans clipping themselves, right? And why is this? Why is this happening? I'm going to bring this scripture out and then I'll close out with this one, all right? Because America is being judged for its wickedness. Nahum chapter 3, verse 4, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the welfare harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts. Right, America is one big witch, okay? This country moves and operates in sorcery, witchcraft, okay? Telling people to accept weirdo activity and change your gender. You have to accept that, okay? You could change your gender. All this madness, all right? Women are above men. Women have rights. They have authority over men. I mean, fucking crazy, man. That sell nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft, right? And all these nations, all right, took onto it, and that's why they're all bugged down. That's why they're getting upset with America. They realize, all right, that this is bullshit. Their philosophy of America, the witchcraft of America, is bullshit. 5. Behold, I'm against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover the skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. And this is a big revealing. All the nations of the world are looking at America's military as like, damn, all right, this place is through. Okay? Yeah, man. Let's continue on. 6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. Okay? You are a gazing stock. Okay? Let's get into that word, gazing stock. Gazing stock. It's raya. Okay? Ra-ah-ya. And it means a spectacle. Okay? You're a spectacle to the world. All right? America's one big clown show, man. It's a fucking circus. 7. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemourn her? Whence shall I seek comforters for thee? Right. And if you go into the NLT version, it says, all who see you will shrink back and say, Nineveh lies in ruins. Where are the mourners? Does anyone regret your destruction? Right. Because nobody's going to give a fuck about this place, man. Okay? This place is going to, man, it's going to be good riddance for this place. Okay? Yeah, you're going to have the merchants. They're going to be upset because they're not making money from America anymore. But the average person in all these other countries, they're going to be like, fuck this place. It deserved to get what it's getting. America, because everything's coming out, and America is the problem. America is the one causing the problems on the earth. All right? Just like Nazi Germany. If you want to use an example. So, yeah. So, Lord willing is less edifying. Again, all right, we're at the end. Okay? This is what happens when you have an unrighteous rulership. When you have, okay, an unrighteous king. You destroy the people. All right? The leadership of America is not prudent. All right? They're not well ordered. Okay? And it's to a point that their own military personnel whether in the military or ex-military, are telling their their loved ones, the future generation of their loved ones, okay, the young men and women, whether it be their own children or their nephews or their nieces, hey, don't join the military, okay? It's a joke, all right? It's not a good place, all right? It's not a place to have a career, all right? And all these examples that they stated here in this article from the Wall Street Journal is proof. So yeah, all right. So hey, this is another sign that America is done. I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Wakak Radash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai sake. Love you, brothers. Keep adoring, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostle elders. As you can see, we're almost out of here. This place is over. It's on its way out. So stay prayed up. Again, pray for each other. All right. Pray for the apostle elders. Pray for yourself and your family. For the few that are watching, keep studying when you pray. Pray that you cover. Shalom and abad and ball. Shalom.